Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time.
J.W. Verrett quotes, this is the guy that was with the SEC Advisory Committee that took a shot at Gary Gensler in my last video. And this was a few months back. This is his quote. "You've got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. This is useful advice for the SEC in the Ripple case. SEC should drop litigation over Ripple's XRP token." And he had done an article, I guess, in Law 360. Crypto Law had tweeted out this Forbes article from today. I'm going to show you. All eyes had best be fixed on the Ripple case in the coming weeks and months. It is likely to have an enormous impact on the markets and on the future of this innovative technology that can't be ignored. Now, when I read this article, this article is called "A Ripple That May Reach All Shores," and the whole article is about how important the Ripple case is. Not just for Ripple, but for the entire industry. But let me give you a caveat. It's important for the entire industry except two who got regulatory clarity 3 years ago, and they don't seem to be worried about it. And I think that's all tied together, which we'll talk about more in a second. If you look at the end of this article, it says, let's go down to here. For all these reasons, and with trillions of dollars in value at stake, not to mention the future of NFTs, DeFi, blockchain-based metaverses, and Web3 applications and architectures, all eyes had best be fixed on the Ripple case in the coming weeks and months. It's likely to have an enormous impact on the markets and on the future of this innovative technology. I don't think that the Congress people, Tom Emmer, I'm talking to you if you're listening. All of you, Warren Davidson, I'm talking to you. I still don't think they understand that what the Ethereum Free Pass was for and what the SEC is doing to this day, where they're saying, come in and talk to us, but they never let anybody get anywhere with it except getting sued. They don't understand that this was an attempt to get Bitcoin and Ethereum through the door, out from under securities laws, then slam the door and go after anybody else. And that would give Ethereum a monopoly on NFTs, on DeFi, on token issuance. For Lord's sake, yesterday Joseph Lubin was in the midst of everybody else getting sued and everything else. Joseph Lubin's bragging about his treasury of Ethereum and DeFi tokens, and he's bragging about everything that everybody else can't do right now. And this piece of you-know-what is out there bragging about it. After all of this, he's bragging about it because he thinks he's protected. And this article, and here's the other problem. Here's how this all ties in, folks. There's a reason, in my opinion, there's a reason that the Blockchain Association and the Chamber of Digital Commerce and Coin Center and all of these different supposed crypto industry groups are not out supporting this case. This, according to this article and according to everything you see, the whole industry hinges on this. But the dirty secret is that it's not the whole industry that hinges on this. It's the whole industry besides Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that's why they're not saying anything. And that is what's scandalous. Let me write that down. Dirty little secret, scandalous, because that's what it is. Dirty little secret. Alright, I'm writing my thumbnails down here. Scandalous. Because that is what this is, folks. I have it all. I can see around corners. I've been studying this so long, I can see around corners. And nobody else seems to want to stand up, except for the people in the XRP community, seem to want to stand up for what's right and wrong here and what's going on. And that's why I retweeted this article, and I said the Blockchain Association, Digital Chamber, Coin Center, Kristen Smith, who runs the Blockchain Association, Perry Ann Boring, who runs the Chamber of Digital Commerce, should never again hold themselves out as crypto industry trade associations after having ignored the SEC versus Ripple case and the 65,000 plus XRP holders represented by John Deaton. It's shameful. And I think the reason they're ignoring it is because they don't have a dog in a fight, because they don't represent the crypto industry. They represent Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they're not worried because those are already through the door. That's what I think. That's what I think that this whole crypto industry has been built up on one big fat lie. And the lie, there's several lies. One is that Bitcoin and Ethereum are somehow decentralized where others aren't. That's a lie. The other lie is that Bitcoin and Ethereum are somehow dominant technologically compared to the others. That's a complete lie, because it's actually the exact opposite that's true. And the other lie, and the most scandalous of lies, is that I believe, and this is just my opinion, I believe this has all been coordinated. I think that it's mega scandalous, and that's why none of them will talk about it, because we're over the target. And then there's this, because the SEC is involved in it too. They have to be, because they're the ones that are killing all the other companies by 1,000 paper cuts. Watch. My office, this is Tom Ember today. My office has received numerous tips from crypto and blockchain firms that SEC Chair Gary Gensler's information reporting requests to the crypto community are overburdensome, don't feel particularly voluntary, and are stifling innovation. This is why I sent a bipartisan letter today to the SEC Chair Gary Gensler. And then he's got these guys' signatures on it too, regarding the SEC's crypto information seeking process. While the SEC has authority to obtain info from market participants for rulemaking purposes, it must ensure that these inquiries don't infringe on the standards established. Well, enough. Hey, Tom, listen. This thing is way bigger than that. This thing's bigger than you sending a letter. We're way past the time of sending letters, unless this is a procedural move in you being able to do something more drastic. Because this is being done intentional, and you don't have to take my word for it. Take Nancy Wotas's word. She's a partner at the law firm Cooley LLP. What she's talking about here was under Jay Clayton, but it's nothing but a continuation under Gary Gensler, a bit worse. So listen to what she says about what happens when an attorney representing a crypto firm goes in to talk to the SEC. Listen to this.
He said, look, come talk to us. So we have a case right now in front of Division of Corporation Finance. We put together a term sheet. They said, look, we don't want legal analysis, just put facts in front of us. So we went, we made a pitch. The woman who was lead at the meeting, she took me aside. She said, Nancy, we love your management team, clearly experienced, We love the product. We have a couple of issues we'd like you to address. So we went back, we addressed their issues, submitted it. Then it's death by 1,000 cuts. Well, what about this? We're not happy with how long people have to hold the tokens. We're not happy about this. So we resubmitted now. And at some point, there's frustration by the entrepreneurs saying, fine, we're going to go. And I said, that's fine, but here's your risk. They know your name, they know where you live, they can refer you to enforcement. And I will tell you, one company that we're representing right now, they're in the 8th month of document production to the SEC. They're $1.5 million into this process. And the SEC, in my estimation, is probably 4 months away from no testimony yet.
So, killing with 1,000 paper cuts. Now, I always pay attention when I see Ripple do this. When Ripple's retweeting tweets like this, my flags go up. And so, they said today there's a lot in store for crypto in 2022, but will regulators step up to meet the growing popularity of NFTs, CBDCs, and fintech? Here's what Ripple executives predict for the coming year. So they're wanting us to look back at Ripple's predictions. This was done in January of 2022. I think the most important one is to look at what Stuart Alvarado says here.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.